Welcome back to the STRIVECast.
Season 2, episode 29!
Hey, welcome back to our fifth? Is it the fifth?
Yeah, fifth one.
Oh.
Wow.
5 weeks on Zoom. Anybody sick of each other's faces yet? Or not yet?
One on the phone.
That's me.
That's right, plus one on the phone. So maybe this is episode... No, I think we've done 5. Been home a long time. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this visual or audio, depending on where you're listening, show.
Oh, no.
Let's introduce ourselves. Noel, would you like to go first?
Yep. So, my name is Noel Thompson, and I used to work at the Word Gym. Then I used to live at StriveU a long time ago.
Just giving a full bio of yourself this week?
Yeah.
Maybe we should interview you as the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
What's your
that.
favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla and strawberry.
Vanilla. Amazing.
Hot coffee or cold coffee? Iced coffee.
How about vodka coffee?
Whoa! NPT.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about top cat or cat?
Cat.
Good
What
one.
about spaghetti or cat?
I'll pick spaghetti.
Loyal listeners know we are asking Noel some original lightning round questions he had in our first couple.
Episode 1, I think, was several.
Yeah.
Some,
Was episode when we interviewed Lori?
yeah, and it was some top hat or swim trunks and
Yeah, there was a Chris Cameron one, I think, was in there.
yeah, there was a lot of Chris Cameron had to say, "I'm going to pick pants again."
Nice.
That was right. Okay, Susie, sorry, your turn. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name is Susie Cloutier, and I love the STRIVEcast fully, and we did a walk this morning.
Mhm.
It's so cold out.
Just to
Yeah,
clarify,
totally.
your family, not the STRIVEcast family.
Correct.
Right, I know. My family, which is my dad, my mom, and my sisters, are doing real good
That's great.
right now. They're at Tacko, and I'm here with my mom and my dad
Nice.
And us.
And
Yeah.
us.
and
On
you
Zoom.
guys on
Um,
Zoom of 2 families.
All right. So Susie slid into the host chair today as Jeff is AWOL.
hey,
This
well,
is-
again,
Yeah.
This
he's
is
on
the
assignment.
second time.
That's okay. We're not going to throw our friend Jeff under the bus. He is on assignment today. He will hopefully be back from that assignment next week.
Yeah.
Or maybe even later in the show.
Right. Yeah, he might tune in. We never know. We got Ryan here, our sound and video engineer.
Yeah.
Well, 1 sec. Ryan's done a really great job. If you haven't watched them yet on Facebook or on YouTube or on where else, LinkedIn, I think maybe.
Yeah, LinkedIn has embedded YouTube video.
Yeah, really our quality of the production has really just ramped up. Ryan's doing a great job with the video piece. It's really kind of fun to watch if you
It
haven't.
is.
Yeah.
I agree. Good shout
I
out.
I also got to see Elizabeth about a hockey scene on TV not too long ago.
That's right. Pete, you want to talk about that?
Sure, my daughter was on, was profiled as part of a story on Quarantine Classroom, which is a player from the Maine Mariners. He's been running a online session for kids to be able to learn different things about hockey that you can do from home during this time. And she did that and was featured by New Center Maine, so that was kind of fun.
Very famous. Very cool. Pete and Wendy, would you like to introduce yourselves to our viewers?
I'm
Listeners?
Pete.
Whitney.
Live. Great. We all checked in. Who is our guest today? His name is Joe Quinlan. And Noel, where does he work?
At the Red Claws.
At the Maine Red Claws. So Joe is a friend of Strive, and he
The volunteer, steering committee member.
that's right. And he was very excited to be able to have the opportunity to zoom into our show. So we're really excited to interview him. Coming up, excited to hear what the G League has going on.
What is listeners like you today?
That's going to be a surprise.
Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. We'll
Wow.
So who's going to fill in for Jeff? We can never go to break when we don't have Jeff. That's
right.
So,
Yeah, so once we say we'll be right back
Hit it.
this time. All right, Susie,
Here
ready?
we go.
Go.
Right back.
Please welcome Joe Quinlan. Yay! Welcome, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
As your first question, go ahead, Noel.
Okay.
The dog barking in the back.
What did you do for the Red Claws?
Yeah, what do you do for the Red Claws?
What do I do? I am an account executive, which basically means that I am responsible for making sure people know who we are and want to come attend our games. That way, when our players do play, they play in an arena that's full of excited people who are cheering them on. So that's pretty much what I do.
Nice. Sounds like a pretty fun job, right, you guys?
Yeah.
It is.
Pretty cool. Susie, you're up.
How did you come to work for the Red Claws?
When did I?
how did you?
How did you?
How did I? Yeah, it was actually, I was in college and I was facing graduation in a couple of months and didn't have a position yet. And I went to a career fair, which was held at our school, and the Red Claws happened to be in attendance. So I went up and I talked to them for a while, and I made sure to ask them a bunch of questions and made sure they remembered me until they basically said, you know what, you might be good at inside sales, so let me take your resume and name down, and we should connect in a couple of weeks. So I went to a game a couple of weeks later, and I met their staff there, and basically set up an interview at that time and went in and spoke to their team president and team owner at the time, and went through the interview process and started out a part-time basis and kind of had a trial run over the summer, and then they brought me on full-time after that summer ended. So yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Sounds pretty cool, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, Noel, your turn. Next question.
What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of the job is there's a lot. It's a really fun job. I get to do a lot of fun things. I would say my top two, because it's hard to separate them. One is it's done a lot for me as a person. I'm usually pretty shy, so it really helped me open up to meeting new people and kind of starting new relationships. And by doing so, it started a lot of good friendships, and I've been able to meet a lot of new people through business, and I found out about you guys, Strive. So a lot of cool things like that have happened that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't in this position to kind of meet new people and start new relationships. So I really appreciate that. And then the other thing is I just love sports. Basketball being one of them. So I love that I'm still connected to basketball and get to be a little part of it. So I like the game days. I like being in there on the atmosphere, especially when we have a full house and people are cheering on our team and they see a good game and everybody leaves happy. So that's a really fun and exciting night for me.
Yeah. Nice. Sounds like a job you guys would like too, right?
Oh, yes.
Going and watching b-ball? Pretty up your guys' alley.
Noel's done some inside sales work before, back when the Portland Pirates were in town. You did some. You were Noel when you did ticket sales?
Yep.
Oh, okay. How did you like that?
Really good.
Awesome. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did you sell tickets to, Noel?
And the Portland Pirates.
Gotcha.
My former roommate did sell Sea Dogs tickets too.
Nice. Got a lot of inside sales in this room.
Yeah, Portland's a
Yeah,
great
usually
it's a
good.
great city for minor league sports, and it's great that we're not really competitors either. We all know each other
Yeah.
from the other teams, and we all help and collaborate. Like during this time, it's kind of a unique time right now, as we all know. So
Yeah.
all of our teams actually were able to come together, and we're doing a fundraiser to help a food bank. So
Oh, nice.
times like that, it's kind of fun being in a smaller minor league market where you can actually help out with the other teams.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think Susie's next question is just going down that alley, so that's a great segue.
What? If you don't work for the Red
Perhaps
Claws,
not. Never mind, but that's okay.
what would you do?
Oh boy, if I didn't work for the Red Claws, what would I do?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a tough question because my whole life I played sports, I watched sports, and I wanted to learn about sports. So, geez, that's really tough. I guess I would try to be in another sports team, but if I didn't work for them, probably a different field. I would want to be in like a college administration. I'm working for their sports department. They do a lot of the same things that I do, but also like budgeting and planning and advertising and stuff like that I could still be involved with in a way. So probably on the school administration side.
Nice. That's a great choice. Alternative.
What are you watching, Joe, on TV now with no sports?
Yeah.
Geez.
Rough, I know.
Designated Survivor is the one that's stuck. There's been a couple of binge watches that it's been gone in a day. So, Designated Survivor is what I'm on now, and it's really
show.
good. Yeah.
Cool. Noel?
Oh yes. Favorite? Did I say favorite part of your job?
Yep.
Oh, tell us about Tacko Falls.
Tacko Fall.
Yeah, I was waiting for that question to come up, which is awesome because it's just so cool that we were lucky enough to have Tacko with us. It's very rare that you get one of the biggest celebrities in the basketball world to be playing on your team, let alone when you're in a minor league facility in minor league markets. So we have some pretty big name players, but nobody the size, literally or figuratively, of Tacko.
Yeah.
But Tacko is he's an amazing human being. He's an amazing basketball player, as everybody knows and sees. And what a lot of people don't see is who he is as a human. And he's really an amazing guy. Very, very smart individual. Very driven. Right now, he's actually learning the guitar. He's using this quarantine to learn the guitar. So he was on a call with us a couple weeks ago and actually played a couple of strings for us. So that was cool. But just an incredibly smart person and an incredibly genuine person. He cares a lot about the community and giving back. He wanted to learn to swim, so he did that this year. So just very interesting. He was, it's kind of funny, well, not funny, but ironic. He was bullied for being too tall a lot when he was younger. So one of the things he does now is he's very big into anti-bullying. So he helps give back a lot that way to kids that kind of need support that way too. So he's just an amazing human being, and beyond basketball, he's going to do amazing things in his lifetime. So I'm really excited to see him play again, hopefully soon, but I'm excited to see how else he helps our game and communities that he's in.
Yeah. How tall is he again?
Well, it changes by shoe size,
Right.
whether they are measured in those. So I guess 7'5" without, but 7'7" in shoes, which is what they play in, obviously. So I say 7'7".
Yeah. I don't think I realized he was that tall.
Yeah, and when you see him, I mean, 7'7", you're like, okay, that's tall. You know, that's bigger than the doors, and
Right.
but then you see him standing flat-footed and dunking a basketball. It's pretty amazing. Where you shake his hand.
Olivia's shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, your hands feel so small after you shake his. It's just, it was really cool having Tacko in town with us.
Yeah, that's incredible. Susie, your turn.
Oh,
She's got them written down. There you go.
what is the funniest thing that ever happened at work?
The funniest?
The funniest.
Cool.
Funniest. Well, actually, there's been a lot of funny times. Working in sports, you get to have a lot of fun. So one of the more funny things that happened recently actually includes Tacko. We had a little putter that like a golf putter that fits me, so it's not a very big club. And we asked him to putt a couple of our golf balls and see if he could hit a desk across the room. And him being 7'7", he had to crouch down, just in a very awkward kind of funny way. And he ended up hitting the shot on the first try. So I guess he's an all-around athlete, but I don't think he plays too much golf. But it was impressive, and it was fun.
Very cool.
We should do that at work, you guys. We start golfing. Noel, back to you.
How did you get invited with Strive?
Yeah, how'd you get involved with Strive?
Involved with Strive.
Involved with Strive? Yeah, well, I believe the partnership, or I know the partnership between Strive and the Red Claws has been around since the first year or so. So it dates back to before I was actually involved with the Red Claws. But I was lucky enough after a year or two working for the Red Claws to take over the Strive account as a season ticket member and partner of ours. So I started to get a little bit involved that way by knowing Peter. And kind of doing the professional side of things. And then I didn't really kick off that much until last summer when I actually went out on the boat. I met you, Susie, and I think I finally put a face to name for Pete and Whitney. And, I had such a great time on the schooner, and I got to meet so many people there that were either parents or supporters. It was just a really cool, unique event, and I wanted to help out a little bit more if I could. And Pete reached out, asked if I would sit on the steering committee, and so that's what I do now. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest is history. Exactly. That was a fun boat ride, right, guys?
Yeah.
Reds!
Yeah, it was.
I love that boat ride.
I know. Jeff, our other co-host, was there too, Joe, but he is not with us.
On assignment today. Yeah.
Perhaps next week he'll join them.
Okay.
Susie, I think you had a question on there about the coronavirus and how it might be impacting the season. You have that class?
How is the coronavirus impacting the Red Claws?
Nice, Susie, nailed it.
Yeah. So it's definitely interesting right now. Overall, we had 4 games left in our season when everything kind of started to shut down, and when the NBA shut down or postponed their season, put it on pause, if you will. So right now we're still unsure if we are going to be finishing our season this year or if they're going to end up canceling the remaining games that we had. So we're kind of in limbo, just waiting to hear that out and see where we go next that way. And we've been working from home, our offices, for about 5 or 6 weeks now. The days kind of get mixed up during this, but I think this is week 5 or 6 for us. So that's been different, not going into the office every day. Our players have left town, so they've been able to go home. So that's different from them. They weren't allowed to work out in our gyms, so they didn't really necessarily need to be here, and they could spend time with their families. So that was different for our players. And right now we're just, I think basketball kind of takes a back seat in this whole thing. And our business does too. And I think that really our focus right now is just seeing how we can help people in the community and kind of do what we can from home the best we can, see if we can help provide any resources or connections, and kind of not worry about basketball right now, but make sure people are safe and healthy, and doing what we can do to hopefully get back next year.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, and thanks for all that you guys are doing. That's really a nice, generous thing to do for the community. Do you have?
Red Claws do a lot for the community too.
They do a lot
We've
for
got
the
Strive
community.
since the very beginning.
Yeah. OG partner. Is there anything you'd like to plug or talk about for the upcoming season before we move on to our lightning round of questions?
Geez, I think we just had such a good season. I'm a little disappointed to see that hopefully maybe it won't end like this, but we had such a good season and such good momentum, and we had so many people that were excited and come to our games. So hopefully that can continue next year when hopefully we are back on a regular schedule, and everybody is safe and healthy right now, so we can get there next year.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Noel and Susie, what is it time for now? It's time for the
Lightning round.
round.
Everybody's favorite, Joe. Buckle up.
All right, here we go.
So we're letting them ask on the fly. So they're going to ask you this or that type questions, and we'll see what you got. So usually Jeff goes first in the lightning round. So Susie, would you like to go first for a lightning round question?
Of course.
Oh, girl, you got it.
Thanks, girl. Well, I don't know.
That's okay. You want Noel to go first?
Yeah, she doesn't have questions for the lightning round. Sorry.
That's okay. We'll try him off the cuff. Noel, you do a lightning round. Give Susie an example.
Okay. If you want to be a zoo animal, what do you want to be?
Oh, love it. What kind of zoo animal would you
A
be?
zoo animal. Oh, that's a good question. Zoo animal, what would I want to be? Well, I would probably want to be a moose because I'm not very tall myself. So I've always wanted to be tall. And moose are very tall, so I guess I would be that.
There you go.
Nice. Great choice.
Okay,
You got this, Suze, I believe.
ready. Live in the city or in the country?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good question. But I listen to country music, but I probably want to live in the city.
Great answer. Back to you, Noel.
If you want to be a superhero power, what power do you like to have?
Ooh, another good question. I think I would like to be able to fly. I think that would be a lot of fun. And it would skip traffic in the morning if I'm in the city. So
Definitely.
Flying moose.
yes,
flying
flying moose.
There goes though.
All right, Susie.
Susie?
Go ahead, Susie.
Shark or dolphins?
Ooh, shark or dolphins?
Shark or dolphins? Dolphins.
Yeah, great choice.
No?
Noel.
If you, what do you like? Hot coffee or cold coffee?
Hot coffee or iced coffee?
Hot coffee. French vanilla is my favorite.
Hot
Nice.
year round?
Yeah, year round. Not a big iced coffee guy.
Huh. Fascinating.
So one or two more, guys.
Yeah.
Spring or fall?
Ooh, spring or fall?
Geez. Spring. I do work in basketball, so it's a winter season, but I do like when the weather gets nice, so we can go outside a little bit more. So spring.
Yeah, definitely.
Good one.
Last one.
NPT, you got the last one?
Yep. What's your favorite TV show?
Ooh.
My favorite TV show. All-time favorite TV show. It's a little bit older. Is Seinfeld.
Love that.
I grew up watching it every night, 5:30, and I just absolutely love it. It doesn't get old for me. It just doesn't. So Seinfeld,
And
definitely.
they're coming out with a movie reunion.
I
They
think
are?
that's for Friends. I think they're doing that for Friends.
And Seinfeld too.
But sometimes you get a little bit of fake internet news, Noel, that you podcast as fact. So we're gonna fact check you
We'll fact check that. At the end of the episode, we'll come back with.
because we all believed you when you said there was gonna be a Little Mermaid remake.
Tell your best joke.
Oh,
Oh,
Susie got one more. Tell us
more.
your best joke.
Oh boy. That is tough. I don't know if I have a joke off the cuff here.
That's okay. Susie or Noel, do you guys have a joke?
Yeah, help me out.
And Noel,
I
you can like
have
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Red Claws.
Ooh.
Red Claws who?
Red Claws play the hockey and see the puffin.
Play
I think
hockey
you just
against the
mixed,
Puffin?
like all of the Portland sports except
I think that's better than what I could do. So I appreciate the help.
All right.
awesome.
You guys, let's say thanks to Joe for coming on. And
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
all right.
Thank you.
And
We'll
Susie,
see
you
you
want to say
soon.
it?
Yeah, Susie,
We'll
we'll
be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
listeners like you.
Like who?
Listeners like
Katie Montgomery.
Kate McGovern.
Oh,
Shout out to our friend and colleague Kate for listening to our show, right?
Right.
Thank you, Kate.
Nicole.
This is Kate.
Thanks, Kate.
thanks for listening, Kate.
Thanks for listening, Kate, and thanks for all you do. All right, Susie, we'll be
Right back.
It's time for what?
Ask no. If you had a door, you open the door.
Short today, short and sweet. If you have a door, you open the knoll. So, Pete, who wrote to Knoll this week?
Today's question is from Tina from Skowhegan.
Tina, I think she's a repeat writer.
Could
Yeah.
be. She did not
Could be.
specify that. So
Hey, Tina.
Tina from Skowhegan says, Noel, dear Noel, if you had to be quarantined with just one person from the STRIVEcast, who would you choose to be quarantined with and why?
Oh my God.
Is quarantine good or bad?
I mean, if you doing what we're doing now, if like one of us was in your family and you had to be stuck with one of us too during this whole time, who would it be and why?
Oh, I know. It would be Mr. Jeff.
I knew it.
Yeah.
And
How
what
come?
would you and Jeff do together all day?
Go on bike rides
Oh,
and dance the flamingo outside in the park or on the grass.
oh. Socially
That's so
distant
romantic.
flamenco dance.
Yeah.
Very
Good choice, Noel.
All right. Suze, who would you choose to be quarantined with?
Jeff and Chad.
Well, from our show.
Oh, yeah.
On the show.
I think Susie would pick her bro Ryan because they're bro and sis.
Or her BF, NPT.
Oh, right, her boyfriend Noel, of course.
Or
Yeah, we haven't went out on a real date yet.
Well, stuff with quarantine.
that one.
We can do a Zoom date.
You'd pick Noel, Susie?
Oh, down there.
We can't. We don't know who you're pointing to, but I think you should pick Noel.
Yeah, we can do a Zoom date, Susie.
You can go on a Zoom date
How?
like this, but just with the rest of us not here.
Oh,
Unless you want us to chaperone, which would be kind of weird. But.
please don't do that.
Ryan, who would you choose?
Me?
Ryan.
Oh. Who did you ask, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, who would you pick?
I would maybe either Noel or Pete.
Nice. Bro love. Pete, who would you choose?
Well, I think I'd probably reciprocate. I'd probably take Ryan.
Yeah.
That way, if I had any sort of internet issues, or he could help upgrade my technology.
I agree. I'd pick Ryan. Or I'd pick Wit because she got a new dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just get a new dog today?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Oh.
Day 2 of dog ownership. It's going well.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to go? This is a little bit taking off of Tina's question, but we want to do who would you least like to quarantine with, or is that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Noel, who would you least like to be stuck at home with out of us?
Oh, that's.
What if he also chooses Jeff?
How about Peter?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Why?
Because he's nice and funny and fluffy.
So this is who, Noel, this is who you would not like to be stuck at home with.
I know what I would pick.
Oh,
Is it off STRIVECast people?
Nope,
or
just on the STRIVEcast.
just on the STRIVEcast.
Zero.
Aw,
Oh, you like,
you wouldn't
would like
mind?
all- yeah.
Because I don't have any people I do not like.
That's the right answer.
Well, maybe we should just leave it there.
And they're nice and fluffy too.
Okay. All right. Susie, will be.
right back.
All right.
Yeah.
Back, and it's time for.
Yakking with you.
Well, you were just a little early. And I don't know where you're walking. It's moving around. So Jeff is not with us today, but we're all going to do his segment together. So Pete, what do we got on deck for Yakking with You?
Well, tomorrow's Earth Day. So we've
Earth
got
Day.
an Earth Day quiz to see who are our experts.
Okay.
I thought it
Are
would be
you
fun if
gonna
we even
dance
did
and sing a
teams.
song to it?
You want to do a Yakking with You song?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yakking with you, yeah, yeah. I have you. Yakking with you, you.
Okay.
It gets better. Great
Yeah.
job, Noel.
Yeah.
All right,
La-
Pete, hit us. Start us off.
All right. How about we do the boys against the girls in this? So Ryan
Okay.
and Noel against the ladies. Okay.
Uh,
All right. And I won't participate because I've got the quiz in front of me.
Okay.
All right. So, quiz whiz. Question number 1. Which of these items can be composted or turned into natural fertilizer for your garden? A.
Oh,
Eggshells. B. Golf balls. C. Aluminum foil. Or D. All of the above.
How
Who
are we
else-
answering this question?
Yeah, is it like who answers it first?
Yeah, who rings in first?
Ding.
Okay,
is
ladies.
Is it me and Olivia?
No.
No.
Susie and Peter?
No. It's
No, it's girls against boys.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I think me, Liv, and Wit. And
Okay.
the guys are.
What was the question again, Peter?
Olivia rang in first. Okay. And the question is, which of these can be composted for your garden? Eggshells, golf balls, aluminum foil, or all of it? All of the above. Olivia?
The
floor
correct
is-
answer, Pete, is A.
let's
Eggshell.
You got it. It is A.
All right.
All right.
High five, Suze.
Could you hear my little dinging sound effect?
Yeah, that was awesome. I want to see if I can share the computer sound so we can hear it.
Yeah, good idea.
I can do it. If you go to share screen, Pete,
You want me to share my screen?
just hit the share screen button, and then at the bottom it says share computer sound.
Got it.
Hit that.
Okay.
And now we'll hear the dings.
Okay. And then share.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, love it.
There you
Now
go.
the viewers can see it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next
Question
question.
number 2. What uses the most energy in U.S. homes every year? And is it A, lighting, B, heating and air conditioning, C, refrigeration, or D, heating your water?
Whose group is it for next?
Whoever
Brings in first. You want to
says
begin?
ding.
I pick outlet.
Outlet?
Yeah.
Well, one of these. So you would go with
Refrigeration.
air conditioning?
Yes, refrigeration.
Refrigeration? Final answer?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Close.
All right. It is heating and air conditioning use the most. in the average American home? All right, well, maybe we should just go back and forth between ladies. And
Yeah, I like that.
so the next one is for the ladies.
Okay.
Look at this confused giraffe.
Okay.
To point out that this is on nationalgeographic.com/games/earthday quiz.
Okay.
Which of the following species are threatened by global warming? The koala, the clownfish, the Arctic fox, or all of the above? Ladies?
What do you think, Susie?
All of the buff.
I
All of the above?
agree.
Let's see. Ooh, you got it.
Yes!
Good job, Suze.
Job by Susie.
Thank you.
Species that live in all habitats from land to the Arctic to rainforest can be threatened by global warming.
Thank you.
Next up,
So
for the
Who's
gentlemen,
next to the group?
Ryan and Noel, you're up.
Okay.
How many degrees has the Earth warmed up in the past 100 years? Is it A, 20,
These are hard.
B, 30, C, 1 degree Fahrenheit, all answers are in Fahrenheit, or D, 12 degrees?
I picked number 2.
I say 30. That's what, yeah, number 2.
What's that? You picked number 1?
No,
1
it's the second one, the B.
B.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
B,
what me and
B.
Noel thought.
you sure you don't want to pick C, gentlemen? Okay, B it is. Oh.
Only 1 degree
In
Fahrenheit.
the last 100 years, Earth's average temperature has increased by
Okay.
1 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, next up, ladies have a commanding 2-0 lead here with
We
4
do.
questions remaining.
Yeah.
What of the following is most frequently found in beach cleanups? Look at the junk here, no good.
Mm.
Which is mostly frequently found in beach cleanups? Glass,
Oh.
shoes, pieces of plastic, or D, jewelry?
What do you think, Susie?
I think plastic.
I agree. Let's
I
pick
think so too.
All
Oh,
right.
didn't she write it down on a piece of paper?
So shoes, final answer?
No.
B.
No?
B.
Plastic?
Plastic.
Let's see. Pieces of plastic. Ding, ding. You got it.
Yes.
All right.
Look at this.
Wrappers and bottles add up. Plastic is the most frequently found object in beach cleanup.
Mm.
All right, gentlemen, we need this one.
Yeah.
Paper can be made from which of these materials? A, panda excrement.
2.
Who would have thought the panda poop would make its way onto
Ew.
Oh, no.
B, hemp, C, wood, or D, all of the above?
Probably all of the above.
Yes.
Let's see. You are correct. There we go.
Good job.
Sure.
Wow.
Trees
Good
aren't the
job,
only
gentlemen.
food makers. Many materials are out there to recycle into paper, including panda poop. All right.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That is a little disgusting. What is the
Let's go
greenest
back in.
form of transportation?
All right, you know this, Susie.
Okay. Is it the greenest to take a car, a bicycle, a bus, or a train?
Bicycle.
Nice, Susie.
Bicycle. Susie is on fire.
She's on a roll.
Traveling
El
by
Fuego,
bus
Susie.
Run.
is differently than taking a car, but riding your bike or hoofing it. is
Hoofing it.
the way to go.
Nice job,
All right.
Susie. Nice and green.
Last question for the gentleman, and it's a true or false. True or false? The average American generates more than 4 pounds of trash each day.
True.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, true? Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. The average American makes a lot of trash, more than 4 pounds every day.
Wow.
Some of this trash is recycled or composted, but most of it is
I would
not.
have said false.
Let's see how we did. Great job. We got 6 out of 8 altogether. I think that the ladies have beat us this time.
Yeah, ladies.
All right. So again, if you'd like the link to this quiz, if you'd like to take it on your own, reach out to us, but also thanks to nationalgeographic.com for letting us use their quiz. So
All right. Nice
that,
job.
I think, has been,
Run, girls.
What'd you say,
Good job,
Pete?
Suze.
so that has been Yakking with You.
Yes. And Susie will be.
Happy Earth Day.
Right back.
The STRIVECast is back.
Is brought to you by.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, I'm here.
More
Right here.
ads here, right here.
Right here.
Go ahead, Pete.
Today's episode, as have many, many of our episodes, is brought to you by our dear imaginary friends at Bo's Books and Burritos.
Burritos.
Do we have nice toes at Burrito?
Oh.
Burritos. Oh, that was a bad one. All right. For a low, low price of $10 per episode, you could have your show, your brand, your whatever you'd like promoted right here in this spot, and we could stop talking about burritos
Okay.
Or toes.
or any sort of foot joke.
Yeah.
But thank you to Bo's for always being there for us and providing burritos all the time. Okay.
You both.
All right. Thank you, Bo's.
Thank you, both.
Bring us out of here. We'll be
We'll be
Back.
all right. We're back, and it's time for
Susie's game show.
Susie's game show.
all
You have
right.
a theme song, Susie?
Do we have teams?
I don't know.
No.
First, you have a theme song you want to?
Oh, yes. I love my game show. That's Susie's cute.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Susie. What is on deck for Susie's Cues today?
Well, this is gonna be funny.
Oh, great. We have some more jokes for us?
Yep, I do.
Awesome. Let us hear it.
What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping?
What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping?
I know.
What?
Dad joke.
Bad joke.
Dino. Snore.
A dinosaur.
Amazing.
One.
And
Noel's back. All right, next one.
what is fast, loud, and crunchy?
Fast, loud, and crunchy.
Hmm.
Oh,
A
I
leaf
don't know.
blowing in the wind.
No,
What's blowing in the wind?
A leaf?
Oh.
a rocket
Okay.
ship.
A what?
A rocket ship.
A rocket ship.
Huh.
Chip. Got it. That's a good one.
Cookie chip.
And
Uh-huh.
this is gonna be funny for you three.
Ready.
What does the left eye say to the right eye?
What did the left eye say to the right eye? What?
Between us, something smells.
Something smells. So get it? Something smells. Noel didn't pop for that one.
Why did the teddy bear say teddy bear says no to dessert?
What?
He was stuffed.
He was stuffed.
Dessert too stuffed. Ooh,
Got
I should
it?
have got that
He's
one.
a teddy bear. That's a good one, Susie. Is that it for today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Great
Good
job.
job.
Great jokes. All right, and Susie will be
Right back.
all right. We're back, and it's time to
Wrap
Wrap
to the wrap.
nice. Time
Okay, Noel.
Into the room, bada scene, bada boom. You're gonna see a rapper.
Because
and
of Zoom.
yeah. That's
Zoom,
easy.
zoom, wrap it up.
There
Amazing.
you go.
All right. Someone else want to do the shout outs today, Pete?
Sure thing. Special thanks to our hosts, of course. Noel, always representing. Susie from sliding into the producer chair. to the host chair this week. Whitney, of course, our producer, helps us book our guests like Joe. And then Ryan, who is our sound and now video engineer. So special thanks to all of them. We hope Jeff will be back with us next week. And thanks to all of you for listening/watching.
And
Noel, do you want to?
thanks to our guest, Joe Quinlan, for joining us
Yeah, Joe Quinlan.
You,
Yeah.
Pete.
from the Maine Red Claws.
Yeah.
And NPT, do you want to promote anything before we go?
We should interview someone from the Sea Dogs.
Great
Okay.
idea.
Mm-mm.
And let's talk about that. If somebody has a guest idea, what do they do?
That.
They can call in.
Yeah, they can call us. What's our number?
225-774-1978.
It's close, but no cigar. Our number is 207-774-6278. And then Ask Noel hotline, where you can leave a guest suggestion or ask Noel an advice question, is extension 352. Or you can email us at strivecast@pslstrive.org. Noel, that ear must be really itchy. You've been scratching it all day long.
Dry skin.
Good. Sorry.
There is Seinfeld, the movie reunion, is a parody, I believe.
Yeah.
So
What about Friends?
That one they actually are doing, but I don't know what it's going to be.
I have an idea in mind.
What's up, Suze? Which idea?
Well, if we try to do is get the Westbrook Cinemagic movies.
Westbrook Cinemagic movie?
Movies?
Yeah,
Get somebody from Cinemagic on?
yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Get me and Rick will get on that.
Yeah, producing team. Get on that.
Yep. Been on
Great.
the
We've got a lot of feelers out for some big guests coming up in the next few weeks, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
Jennifer
that's right.
Hall.
Who?
Jennifer Hall.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay. Call. Give us a call.
Jennifer Hall.
All
Oh,
right.
Tina from Skowhegan. Who listens.
She will be our next Ask Noel Raider. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.